Right, here we are at my first eSENIORS race at Kyalami, day before yesterday. Didn't realise it was going to be a transition from day to night, so I had to play around with the tyre temperatures, but everyone helped me out, so thanks to all those who got involved in that. Just coming up now with a rolling start. Didn't bother qualifying. I went round but didn't qualify. Quite a bit off the pace at the moment. Let's add a bit of heartbeat in to see if you can hear that. Over the top. And there we go. We're on the start. And with luck, we got the Elgato working now with a change of outside views. So I held back at the beginning and just thought I'd see how things would go. Although that makes me sound like I could stream ahead and go to the front. That isn't the case. The guys are about 2 or 3 seconds a lap quicker than me. But as they say, practice makes perfect, and this is my first race with this group. Took a bit of setting up on the car, and tyre temperatures, as I mentioned, were only a guess. Didn't perform too bad, but weren't bad at all in the end. So there's our in-car view. We're chasing the only GT4 car in the group, and it should have been easy for me to get past, but obviously it's not the case. The guy might have been holding back a bit, I don't know, at the beginning, but certainly took, as you'll see, quite a few laps to get past him. I think more my driving than the speed of my car, as it were. Not a bad exit from that corner. One of my favourite corners. You can sort of really nail this one sometimes. Quite good. To the 50-metre board. Whack it down. Back on the power as quick as possible. Trying to get it catch up. You'd have thought it would have caught up quicker, but it didn't. So I'm not going to mess anyone else's race up. So here we are taking a gentle line. He's got a bit wide there. I should have maybe gone past there. I got the feeling that maybe he's preparing for a different championship. Bit of a sideways move there. Gradually picking up a bit of pace there. I think he moved over in the hope that I'd go past, but my talents weren't quite up to that there. About 50-metre board again. Good line there, managed to get that through. And then drop down the hill here. And I seem to vary this each time. Sometimes I keep it in the same gear, and other times I drop down and then try and power up the hill to what is the worst corner on the track. So it's a double apex, but it's I know, it just seemed a horrible corner to me. If you do get it right and power out, it's quite nice. You do get this flat out. Maybe not when the tyre's cold, but when they're warmed up a bit, you can do it flat out. This one's, again, horrible corner for me. Just managed it a bit tight at that time, but not very good. And so here we are, just trying out the first few laps. Managed to stay at the back, but didn't cause anyone any problems, so I was quite pleased with that. Oh, somebody's gone off there on the right. So eventually get past this chap and I think work my way up to 8th. And then for the very first time for me, I'll go back a bit further than that. One of the things on these 50-minute races is that you do have to do a pit stop, and I've done them sort of just for the sake of doing them, but I've never actually done them in a race before, so this was my first pit stop, and managed to get a good turn off that corner there, and not too bad here, but we'll pull off to the left. I've got an automatic pit limiter. Didn't quite realise how tight this corner was, and it nearly caught me out. Again, not practicing, jumping straight in. We'll go to the outside views and see my wonderful pit crew in action. So it looks like I'm 9th when I've come in. And I do get followed in by a chap called Ollie, who doesn't quite manage to run my pit crew over, but very close. I think they get out the way just in time. And then once it's all done, tyres back on. I'm not sure whether the auto ignition or a manual ignition would be the fastest way to go, but I've got too many other things to think about at the moment, let alone how I do my pit stop and start the engine, as it were. So we come out, looks like we're in 12th, and I'll jump forward a bit. I don't want to keep going on and on, so come lap 21, start to get a bit darker. Good view from inside the car, down the hill. Still not flat out though. Car coming up behind me at the moment, so hopefully I didn't hold him up too long. It's always that horrible thing of staying on the racing line. We lost it back in a bit there, but let him go. Staying on the racing line or moving off. If there's enough time, move off, but if not, you don't want to frighten them into doing something they don't want to do. And then we jump forward. Come up to the end of the race. Looks like I'm in 8th there. More from people probably pulling out and things going wrong than my driving ability. But this is just a short video to really get to grips with. I've got a new headset and microphone, and I bought myself a Stream Deck, and I've been playing around with that, so a bit of a learning curve at the moment. One of the big things I'll have to remember to do is not wear a sweatshirt when you do a 50-minute endurance race, because with the computer and everything else going, boy did it get hot in here. A lot of tension, a lot of nerves, but thank you to everyone who did help out on the chat group about tyre pressures. Really appreciate it, and I'll leave it there and see if my Elgato plays this nice music again.